So let's have some indifference identities for tangent, but this time with negative angle. Like for example, you're asked to find what is the exact value of tangent negative 75 degrees. Again, negative 75 degrees is not a special angle. So the same instruction, find two special angles that when you add or subtract, the result should be negative 75. And for this problem, we'll be using negative 45 degrees minus 30 degrees to solve this problem. So we have now tangent negative 75 degrees is equal to tangent negative 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. Therefore, our alpha is equal to negative 45 degrees and beta is equal to 30 degrees. Since we have here the minus sign, meaning we will be using the difference identity for tangent, and this one now is the formula. So tangent alpha minus beta is equal to tangent alpha minus tangent beta all over 1 plus tangent alpha times tangent beta. And after that, let's substitute all the values for alpha and beta to our formula. So this one now, we change alpha to negative 45 degrees. We simply copy the minus sign, and beta is 30 degrees. So equals our tangent alpha, that is tangent negative 45 degrees, copy the minus sign. Tangent beta now becomes tangent 30 degrees, and all over, copy 1. Copy the plus sign, and tangent alpha is tangent negative 45 degrees. Tangent beta is tangent 30 degrees. So next is, we need to find the exact value of tangent negative 45 degrees and tangent 30 degrees. So in our trig functions, tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta. So let's start with tangent negative 45 degrees. And if this one is my unit circle, so this one is the positive 45 degrees. Since our problem here is negative 45, so instead of moving counterclockwise, we will move now clockwise. So if that is the 45 degrees, here now is the negative 45 degrees. And this one now is the ordered pair for the negative 45 degrees. So your sine theta now is negative square root of 2 over 2 over our cosine negative 45 degrees now is square root of 2 over 2. To simplify this one, so we simply copy numerator negative square root of 2 over 2, proceed to multiplication and get the reciprocal of your denominator, that is 2 over square root of 2. So simplify this now, so our tangent negative 45 degrees is equal to negative 1. So let's proceed to tangent 30 degrees. So tangent 30 degrees or sine 30 degrees, that is equal to 1/2 over our cosine 30 degrees, that is square root of 3 over 2. So simplify natin, that is equal to, copy the numerator, proceed to multiplication and get the reciprocal of your denominator, that is 2 over square root of 3. So cancel na tong 2, ang result dyan is 1 over square root of 3 na lang. Rationalize mo yun by multiplying both numerator and denominator by square root of 3. So the final answer now for tangent 30 degrees is equal to square root of 3 over 3. Since we have now the value of tangent negative 45 degrees and tangent 30 degrees, we can now substitute that to our equation. So that is equal to our tangent negative 45, that is negative 1. Copy the minus sign. Our tangent 30 is square root of 3 over 3. All over, copy mo lang si 1. Copy the plus sign. Our tangent negative 45, that is negative 1. Times our tangent 30 is square root of 3 over 3. Ayan, pag may ganyan ka na, let's simplify first our numerator. Equals. So this time, to simplify this one, let's have the LCD, and the LCD is 3. 3 divided by 1, that is 3, times negative 1, that is negative 3. Copy the minus sign. 3 divided by 3, that is 1, times square root of 3, that is square root of 3. All over. So this, sa in our denominator, ito lang muna ang simplify natin. So copy 1. And then, since plus siya, tapos pag sinimplify mo to, negative 1 times square root of 3 over 3, this one becomes negative square root of 3 over 3. Since now, simplify naman natin ang ating denominator. So, again, we simply copy the numerator and then all over. To simplify our denominator, the answer is 3 minus square root of 3 all over 3. So, simplify na natin yung buo. That is equal to, copy the numerator, negative 3 minus square root of 3 all over 3. Proceed to multiplication and get the reciprocal of your denominator. And the value of your reciprocal, that is 3 over 3 minus square root of 3. So, this time, cancel na yung dalawang 3 natin. And our numerator, so we have negative 3 minus square root of 3 all over. Ito na lang ang natira sa ating denominator, and that is 3 minus square root of 3. So, this time, if you will observe, you have here a radical expression in our denominator. So, to simplify this one, we need to rationalize our denominator by multiplying both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of your denominator. Ang conjugate ng ating 3 minus square root of 3 is 3 plus square root of 3. So, times tayo. So, 3 plus square root of 3 all over 3 plus square root of 3. So, this time, ito, multiply natin dito. So, negative 3 times 3, that is negative 9. Negative 3 times square root of 3, that is negative 3 square root of 3. So, let's have the second term. Negative square root of 3 times 3, that is negative 3 square root of 3. And negative square root of 3 times square root of 3, that is negative 3 all over. Let's have the denominator. 3 times 3, that is 9. 3 times square root of 3, that is positive 3 square root of 3. So, let's have the second term. Negative square root of 3 times 3, that is negative 3 square root of 3. And negative square root of 3 times square root of 3, that is negative 3. So, now, let's simplify first our numerator equals. So, ang gagawin nyo dito is combine like terms. Ito, negative 9, negative 3, like terms. Ito din naman sila like terms. So, let's start. Negative 9 minus 3, that is negative 12, and this one, that is negative 3 plus negative 3, that is negative 6, and simply copy the same square root of 3. So, ito na yung sagot ng numerator natin. All over, so let's simplify our denominator, same, combine like terms, 9 minus 3, that is 6, and these two, cancel sila, so our denominator now is 6. And if you will observe, our numerator is factorable. So, that is equal now to 6 times the quantity minus 2 minus square root of 3. And we simply copy the denominator 6. So, this time, we can now cancel both 6. And the exact value now of tangent negative 75 degrees is equal to negative 2 minus square root of 3.